You have to work on that. You have to work on that in the upcoming year. You have to work on that, or your dating life is not going to change. It doesn't matter how many videos you watch. It doesn't matter how many, like, you need to sit down and come up with a plan and work on that. That's the only way you're going to, you know what I'm saying? That's the only way you're going to make that change. What up, YouTube? It's your boy Marv Over Matter, back with another video. And today what I'm going to talk about are handsome man resolutions. 3 ways to improve your dating life in 2025, man. So this one's a little seasonal, as you can tell. But nonetheless, any time of the year that you incorporate these, it is going to improve your dating life. Now, these are just things that I've probably talked about in my other videos. One of them specifically I talked about in my last video, but it's very, very important. But yeah, these are 3 things, like I said, that when you work on these 3 things, it's actually a part of my system. So when I do my consultations, I kind of break down to the callers like, okay, this is kind of the system that I have. It focuses on 3 main points, and that is your presentation, your mentality, and your social skills. If you can work on those 3 things, that is going to improve your dating life, no matter when you do it. All right, so I kind of gave it away, but here we go with the video. So the first thing, like I said, is your presentation. Your presentation is the bait. So it's how you're gonna get the attention of the women that you want. So like I said in the last one, aesthetic is a very, very important part of your presentation. What your aesthetic is it's your first impression. It's your way for you to kind of give a quick look into who you are, what your lifestyle is probably like, maybe career field roughly, you know what I'm saying, kind of, sort of, the things that you might be interested in. Like if you wear athleisure, it's gonna look like you're a gym guy, right? So that's gonna be the impression that you get. If you wear, you know what I'm saying, more hipstery clothes, you might be more artistic, you might be, you know, an artist, you might be a musician, you might be along those type of lines. If you're wearing, like, you know, skater gear, you're gonna look like a skater. So your aesthetic is going to be your first impression. It's gonna be the way you present yourself to the world. Specifically right now in your dating life, what we're talking about is to the women. So you want to be very careful about that. You want to be very intentional with that. You want to be aware of how it's coming off. You know what I'm saying? So you might want to ask some female friends, okay, like, if you saw me, what would you think? There's ways that you can work on that, you know, just get and kind of get help with that with the people around you, right? You can get their feedback and kind of see, like, what does that do? Or you can just watch and see what women come up to you, what women interact with you, how do women respond to you. You know, these types of things all initially are going to be because of your presentation, right? But presentation is the surface level, right? It is important. All aspects of these 3, all 3 of these are important, but it is the least important of the 3, right? And the next one that I like to work on, like, so if I work on your presentation first, it's the easiest to work on. It's the easiest to kind of just, you know what I'm saying, change your clothes. It's easier to change your clothes than it is to change your mindset or change your behavior, right? So after you work on your presentation, then you need to work on your mentality, right? Your mentality this is the most important part. This is the most important part, right? This is not the practical side of it. This is the side of it that this is your engine. Your mind is your engine. Your mind is where everything comes from. Your behavior, everything comes from, right? And it's your confidence, really. It's the way that you see yourself, and it's the way that you believe women see you, right? That is very, very important, because you can have great presentation, right? But if you believe women are not interested in you, then women are not going to be interested in you, right? You're going to carry yourself in a way that's not interesting to women. You're going to attract, you're going to draw what you believe is what you're going to get, right? So your mentality is of the utmost importance. You need to work on that for 2025. You need to work on that for 2026 and beyond. You know what I'm saying? We all need to work on that, right? But you need to get it to a certain point where you're confident. You're confident in yourself. You know who you are. You know what you stand for. You know what you're not standing for. Equally as important, right? But you need to know these types of things about yourself, and you need to believe them, and they need to be solidified, right? I say that. Take that with a grain of salt, because you want to be a bit malleable to life, and adaptable is a better word. You want to be adaptable to life, but you want to have a strong sense of who you are, and a strong sense of what you believe and what you'll go for, and all this type of things. Like I said, life will humble you, and you know what I'm saying, you don't want to be arrogant and cocky where you can't be adaptable, but you want to have a strong sense, right? So that is the second portion of what you need to be working on. Your second resolution is to have like a better mindset. You know, your first resolution is have good presentation. Your second resolution, have a better mindset as a handsome man. You know what I'm saying? Believe that women actually like you. There's a lot. I've had a lot of guys. I had a video on this where I talked about that's a big problem with a lot of handsome guys is they don't know they're handsome and they don't think that women think they're handsome, and that's going to hold you back. It doesn't matter if you're actually handsome. If your mindset, if you can't believe it, you're not going to be able to capitalize on opportunities. You're not going to be able to make the most of being handsome. And I've had guys say that to me in my comment section, like, man, I relate to this so much. Like, I just can't believe it. Women will tell me all the time, but I still can't believe it. You have to work on that. You have to work on that in the upcoming year. You have to work on that, or your dating life is not going to change. It doesn't matter how many videos you watch. It doesn't matter how many, like, you need to sit down and come up with a plan and work on that. That's the only way you're going to, you know what I'm saying? That's the only way you're going to make that change. Of course, you know what I'm saying? Give me a call. We can work on that. That's something that I do, because I had to build my mindset from one way that was believing that girls weren't feeling me, and to the point where now I know more than likely girls are feeling me. If I get in a room with a girl and I have enough time with her and I can talk to her, like I can get her. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to get my mind from one place to the next, right? And that's what you need to do in this upcoming year. You need to get your mind from wherever it's at to a higher place. Your confidence from wherever it's at to a higher place. And that is going to improve your dating life. That's going to improve your life in general, right? All three of these are going to improve your life in general, right? The presentation, the mentality, and the social skills. They're all going to improve your life just in general, right? But your dating life will be brought along on the ride, basically. And the last thing is your social skills. So a few clients that I've talked to already, that has been their problem, right? It's been that their social skills, like their behavior, the way they behave is not attractive to women. It's either repelling women or it's just not inspiring women. It's not inspiring any attraction in women. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's boring, maybe it's too silly, maybe it's, you know what I'm saying? There's different reasons that, you know, their behavior, their social skills are not getting them the results they want to get with women. But that's something that you can work on. That's something that, and with this one, you almost kind of need to either very closely watch somebody who's really good socially, or you got to talk to somebody about this. You got to be like, hey, what? Because if you're not self-aware, you're not going to be able to pick up on the things about yourself that need to be worked on socially. And if you're not aware of if you're not even aware that what you're doing is a problem socially, it's going to be hard for you to observe what's right about somebody else's social skills as well. So this is an area where you kind of do need to, you know, talk to somebody, work with somebody on your social skills, right? That's the only way I kind of was able to do it. I had somebody that was there to kind of like help me and guide me and tell me different things, like, okay, like watch this about people, because I would have never picked up on these things on my own, right? So whoever it is that you go to, that you turn to, make sure there's somebody that has good social skills, and then they'll be able to help you kind of with your social skills. But that's really important. The social aspect of it is really important, because you can have the presentation, you can look good, attract the women, you can have the confidence, like I know women like me, but if you do weird things, if you do things that are off-putting, they're just gonna lose interest. So you need all three of these aspects. I would honestly say confidence and social skills are the most important of the two, obviously, because if you have the social skills and you can connect with somebody and you can, you know, motivate somebody, inspire somebody, you know what I'm saying? Persuasion is very important. Persuade somebody. You can almost change their perception of who you are. You know what I'm saying? They could see you, be like, I don't like the way he's dressed, whatever. But then they have a conversation with you, and that can change, and then that's more lasting, right? It's gonna be a better situation if, let's say, for example, I'll give two scenarios. One, somebody meets you and you look like you that guy. You look like you have the, you know what I'm saying? You look suave. You look whatever it is that you look, right? And then they talk to you, and your social skills are off, and it's like, oh, you're weird, like, you know what I'm saying? Then they just gonna be like, oh, like for a split second you'll get them, but then it'll quickly turn into nah. But if, let's say, you're not that guy that's super swaggy or super, your presentation's not on point. But you get a chance to talk to somebody, it will change how they see you, and then it will be a lasting effect, right? So women included, if a woman talks to you and she connects with you and you can change her perception of who you are beyond just the presentation of it all, that's going to take you a lot further with this woman. She will overlook certain things. She will overlook height. She will overlook, you don't have hair, you lack in style. She will overlook somebody's presentation flaws because you got her mind. Your social skills will help you get her mind. So that is, like I said, social skills and mentality are the most important too. Mentality being the most important, because you won't be able to have the social skills if you don't have the mentality, right? So they all work together, but you need to work on all of these things coming up in this new year. 2025 got to be the year you get it together, man. Your dating life hasn't been good, or maybe it has, but you want to bring it to another level. Like, y'all, these are the things you got to work on. These three, I call it PMS, right? I'm taking the acronym. I'm taking it for myself. PMS: presentation, mentality, and social skills, man. It's those are the keys. Those are the things you need to work on in this new year in order to have a better dating life, a better social life, a better life in general. If you have, like I said, if you work on these three things, your life will be better in general. All right, fellas. So that's what we need to work on in this upcoming year. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. Drop some more topics in the comment section. I do want to say thank you for 2,000 subscribers. I didn't get the chance to say it in my last video. This thing is moving fast. I'm very appreciative. I'm very happy. I'm so happy I was able to get to 2,000 before getting to the new year. That's such an amazing accomplishment. It's been like really 4 months that I've been doing this solid. So it's like I'm really seeing the payoff, right? It's been growing kind of steadily. Well, not even steadily. I would say exponentially, right? So I'm so grateful for that. And also, I really want to ramp up the consultations, get a lot more clients, help a lot more guys one-on-one in this upcoming year. I'm also going to be doing either Patreon or YouTube membership, where I'll be live streaming and you can ask questions, all that type of stuff. I think I'm going to do more of the stories and stuff on the Patreon or the live stream, because it'll give me more time. Like, I want to do long form videos, like, and really dive into some of these stories, because these are the stories of my life, so they're kind of important. I don't just want to put them out to everybody. So I do want to tell them. I do want to tell stories. I'll still tell stories in my regular videos, but I think I want to dive deeper on maybe the membership or Patreon page, and really break down the things that happen and how I was really able to get my mind to understand women and understand game in general, because there's a lot to it, right? So that's another thing I want to add coming into this new year. I really just want to keep this thing going, keep this thing rolling. I'm, like I said, so appreciative of you guys, and I just want to say thank you and Happy New Year. But yeah, so consultations in the bio, consultations in the description box, Instagram in the description box. And y'all know what it is, man. It's mind over matter, Marv over matter. Let's get it.